That's right, in my previous video, I just showed you why you shouldn't sell t-shirt. As you can see, $1,100 in sales per day really only equals $170 in profit when it comes to using print on demand for your t-shirt. On average, from my experience, at the sales price that we are at, typically we see anywhere from 17 to 25% profit margin. Now, although we only see $170 net, as we get closer to Christmas, we will start ramping this up to at least $1 or $2 extra. This will add roughly $60 to an extra $100 a day to our bottom line. There's a whole lot of reason of why we price it this way, and it actually helps us get more and more sales. And I'll let you know a little bit more about that towards the end of this video. But right now, I'm gonna let you know about the pros and cons of selling t-shirts with print on demand and some other profitable products that you should be focusing on that is going crazy right now that has a whole lot higher of a margin. So the pros and cons to selling t-shirts is the fact that the margin is not that high whenever you are selling on a marketplace, because on a marketplace like Amazon or Etsy, the pricing does get really competitive because most of the time you are selling a design that is in high demand. However, whenever you are selling something in high demand, since it is a marketplace leaves clues on what is gaining traction. Your competitors can also hop onto this. Now, that's when the problem occurs of pricing getting really competitive. So that's why your margins don't end up being too high unless you have a very unique t-shirt design that no one else is on just yet. Now, that is a con. However, most of the time we still end up seeing anywhere from $3 to $6 profit per t-shirt when it comes to selling on a marketplace. The true pro behind this is the fact that t-shirts just have such high volume, gets lots and lots of traffic, and get lots and lots of sales. Now, that's the huge pro of it, just the volume alone. Most of the people that come on here are always looking for t-shirts, but that doesn't mean that you should just only focus on t-shirts. Although we do sell a lot of t-shirts, just because we know this is a volume that we don't want to miss out on does not mean that that's the only thing that you should be focusing on. I'm going to show you two other products that I've also sold. One of them is a little off the wall, and there's one that I'm not going to go over because I've already told you leading up till now that you should be selling Christmas ornament. And go ahead and comment down below if you have caught on to that wave. And just selling that single product alone during this season can make up for the rest of your year. There's a handful of sellers that I know only sell during Q4 because Q4 alone can make up the same amount of sales that you sell throughout the rest of the year. Crazy, right? And one Facebook comment that I saw in one of the Printify groups was someone saying, I don't like focusing on seasonal products, but you are missing out because just this season alone, like I said, can make up the same amount of sales throughout the entire year within just these 2-3 months. So if you missed out on the Christmas ornament wave, be sure to catch it next year. I've already told you guys a few times in the past few videos to hop onto it. Now, here's another product right here, which is a Christmas candle. I told you about this recently as well, but check it out. This is a much more higher margin than a t-shirt, but it doesn't sell as much in volume. We sold over 100 of these. It's only been a week into December, and look how many of these candles we've already sold. That's really crazy. So $28.45 is the average that the customer is paying us, and with Printify fulfilling this product for us, we are getting $8 to $9 profit per product before the actual fees. This is 2 times as much profit as the t-shirts. Now, like I said though, the volume is not as crazy. Although we are selling a lot of it, our volume with this actual product is not as crazy as the actual t-shirts. However, for those of you guys who want to put in a little bit less work and focus on a different type of product that has a higher profit margin, this is a product that you may want to consider. Now, by the time you watch this, I don't know when this video is going live, so I don't know if you can take advantage of these sales or not, but candles do sell year round as well. But just obviously the volume on any product is going to be crazier in Q4, so do take that in consideration. But you can still go crazy on this higher profit margin for a little bit less work on a product that's not as competitive. But of course, the volume's not as high as t-shirts. Now, here's another product right here which is very off the wall. We don't get as much volume, but the profit margin is quite high, and especially as print on demand, and this is something that we definitely can't make in-house. So we also use that same pricing strategy, which I'm about to let you know about in a second, that helps us get more sales. So we started selling this product at $48, and we slowly raised it, and we even got a sale at $64, which is what we are selling it at right now. So this product right here is actually a shower curtain. It's costing us roughly $33.85. We are getting approximately the same in return in profit before the fees, which is way higher than the profit margin on an actual t-shirt by almost 8 times. And honestly, that's the beauty of print on demand, because you have access to multiple products during this time of year so that you're not just sitting here working really hard on a single product. We just did one of those live monthly coaching calls not too long ago, and we had someone in there talking about they're in there pressing t-shirts back to back, and I told them, take those same winning designs and throw it onto print-on-demand products. That way you can bring in some more sales, bring in some more profit, and you are still going to be using the same amount of hours per day working, but you will be able to generate more sales and profit while doing so. So I hope you're able to understand that and be able to put that to use, because I know we have a mixed amount of viewers on this channel. Half of us make t-shirts, half of us use print on demand, and it can be a little bit all over the place.
I know, I've seen it 3 times this month.
But just be sure to give that a shot, because it's not going to take you that much extra time to set up, and it will bring you some more sales and profit for the month. So the reason why we price things as we do, we price it lower to begin with, and then we raise it at a higher time, is because of the actual way that your products get ranked on a platform like Etsy. Now, we really don't know if this is true or not. Tried it multiple times over, and it doesn't work all the time, of course. But we find what we think to know is true is the fact that Etsy sees your product is selling a lot, even if it's at a low price. They'll start to bump it up a little bit more in the sales rank because they're getting a transaction fee, they're getting a listing fee. At least that's one way that we think the algorithm works, right? So if they see that a lot of people are making transactions on our product at a low price, they're gonna start bumping it up more and more in their ranking so that we get closer to the first page, just because they're getting more transactions, more fees, and then they see the fact that our listing is making a whole lot of sales, they're making more sales. So the 2 and 2 just go hand in hand. And then we just slowly start raising our price back up so that we can increase our margin once we are actually already ranked, at least to a comfortable price point where our customer is still converting and we still get those consistent transactions. That way not only sellers are happy, but also the Etsy platform is happy as well. Of course, if you ask a platform like that if this is true, this is the way the algorithm works, of course they would deny it, because then they are playing bias to a few different listings just because they are making more sales. But obviously this is something that I've done over the past few years, just having a loss leader, break even prices, and then moving the price up at a later time once we actually start getting a whole bunch of those cha-chings, right? So if this video helped you out, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe down below. And if you want to sign up for the Printify premium plan for free for the next 30 days, use the code HustleNinjas when you click the link down below.